Easy streaming with own easy streaming with own
right. Let's get this party started. We are back. Let's get this party started. Oh, I think I can hear myself. Alright, mic should be good. Turn down the music just a smidgen. Alright. Well. Welcome back, everyone. It has been a very hot minute. So, I'm pretty sure, as you can guess, we have a lot to catch up on when it comes to the channel. And also just, what is the plan going forward. So, number one, I was gone for a while because I had a lot of IRL responsibilities. So those needed to take priority. And then two, I didn't feel I wanted to do streaming because though I was enjoying the aspect of going through series that I liked, and had a lot of plans I wanted to do. A lot of you could probably notice that, oh hey, I wasn't pumping out enough video content to keep up with a lot of the promises. And one thing that I learned when I was trying to do video editing on myself, or just by myself, editing and editors out there, for anyone out there, holy crap, you guys do a lot. You do a lot. It is not an easy job. It is a time-consuming process. So that's why going forward for a while, we're probably going to keep this channel primarily streaming. We're not going to do video content. We're just going to do streaming. It's easier, it's quicker, and I think I just have way more enjoyment than alright, though I have cool ideas I want to do for a stream or a video idea, it might take 4 months for me to do it with my current skill level. I tried watching other people do explanation on it. I've seen, a lot of, tutorials and stuff, but nah, I just couldn't do it. It's just one of those things where right now and with everything in my life currently, editing is just not the way for me. So I'm just going to cut that out and just go full-time into streaming for the content that we can do. Yeah, so let me make sure my audio is not going up too high. I have new tools that I'm using. I have an actual audio gauger, so I don't want to peak. That should be okay. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. But yeah, so I have new tools for streaming. Oh my god, it's still saying it's going in the red. Let's turn that down to hopefully make this a lot more enjoyable than what I had before. I got an actual PC this time around. We're not going to be on the laptop, so things shouldn't be ricketing around with the camera. I have a mic, an actual good mic this time with an arm. I have an audio setup right now to help kind of gauge where the volume is at, so I'm not peaking, but currently right now it seems that it's saying I'm peaking quite often. So I'm just trying to adjust it. But with that, I also have noise cancellation, so there shouldn't be any background stuff. I plan to actually put up stuff on the wall for noise cancellation, but that's a little bit down the line. I've also, as you can probably tell, got a new camera. We actually now have a pretty decent camera. It's not anything too expensive. I think it was like $30 or something like that. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I got it a while ago. I think I mentioned even last time I streamed, which was, hold on. It still says it's peaking. Hold on. Let me see if I talk like... There we go. I don't think that should be it. But yeah, I think I mentioned that like almost... God, when was the last time I streamed? The last time I streamed was a year ago. So yeah, I mentioned I was getting a camera. It's this camera. I had it, just did not hook it up. I did not hook it up for the life of me. Because I just thought like, I didn't know if that was going to be something that I was really going to be using if I was in that kind of mindset of, I don't know if I wanted to do this right now. Plus, I don't know if I have the time to really commit to it. And it turns out I didn't have the time to commit to it. So, yeah. But yeah, I have that. We have sound alerts. I don't know if they're going to work, though. But I will try them out and see how they appear on screen. So, hopefully, I can hear some stuff while we react. But I also want to see, because I think it's saying we don't have a chat activated. Let me see. Because I'm using OBS. I'm learning how to use OBS for our streams going forward. So this is going to be our first stream coming back, and it is going to be scuffed. It is absolutely going to be scuffed. Let me see. I don't see how to yet. Maybe if I go to spoilers, let's see if it will actually pop up. No. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with the chat feature. It doesn't appear that it's coming up. It was working earlier when I was testing this. But surprise, surprise, we have setups now. So what I'm hoping to do going in the future is that we're going to have different layouts. So this will just be intro, saying hi, catching up for the day. Then we have either after content stuff, we'll go here, have the chat, you know, like an actual professional streamer, quote, a professional quote streamer. We'll have this up, but I'm trying to figure out why the chat feature isn't working. And then, of course, hello, we have the channel. The channel will be fixed up, like with the header and everything. That will be changed, but you notice that I have a little icon down here. I have my little thing right there. So just to give it a little bit more visual appeal, instead of, again, me just saying, wow, I wish I could show you this, guys. Because now, bada bing, bada boom, we can show you. So, this is where we're going to be reacting to chapter content. We're going to be having my little mug, and we're going to be having the overlay right here. To avoid copyright infringement, obviously I had to put something there to block out the actual images. Because I know, I have seen so many people through their careers in reacting go through the same exact issues. So I would try to avoid that as best as I can. Come here, arm. So for right now, this is what it's going to look like for the setup. We have our chapter content for the day, obviously going to be Jojo's. I made promises in the past, you know, like year ago, that I wanted to do Jojo's off screen, because though I liked it, I thought to myself, okay, Part 7 was not going to get announced for like a long time. That's what people around me were saying. They're like, oh yeah, you don't have to worry about reading Part 7 for a while because, oh, it's not going to get announced. Some people I even knew said that, oh yeah, it's definitely not going to get announced. Like, there was no chance that the anime was coming out because they believed it was impossible to translate over to an anime format. And I think that comes from people also being disappointed in Part 6, and I don't blame them for how the Netflix adaptation proceeded. I do think it wasn't the best. I personally love Part 5, but I do agree that Part 6, though it had good stuff by the end, ultimately speaking, I do think it could have been better handled, whether it be the actual, schedule of it coming out, or then the actual kind of animation style. But again, that's whatever. But people basically said, about a year or so ago, when the last time I was streaming, that, yeah, you don't have to worry about catching up to JoJo's Part 7 for a while. Take it at your own pace. And I tried to. I really, really did. I want to make that, super clear. I want to make that, extra, extra clear. I tried my best reading through JoJo's Part 7. And the reason why we're here today is I only got, 5 chapters in. Every single time, I got, maybe 5 chapters in, and then I just didn't continue. I hear so much hype about Part 7. I hear that it is considered the best part out of all the JoJo's. I personally love Part 5. I have made that very clear, whether it's here or in other online circles that I have ventured, and we talk about JoJo's. I think Part 5 is great, whether it be the manga or the anime. I have a special soft spot for JoJo's Part 1. I think JoJo's Part 1 is very underrated. People, I think, don't like the slow burn aspect of it. That's when Araki was starting to get off a lot of his, themes and ideas that he wanted to do for the story. So I get why maybe people were like, Part 1's whatever. Part 2, Joseph, is amazing. I don't know what to tell people. It's a classic for a reason. Also, another part that I do see people kind of shit on over the years is Part 3. I think that, one, it comes from either really old heads who liked Hamon and were like, I don't like stands. So then they're going to shit on Part 3. I see another faction comes from the anime watchers that were like, why is this anime split up into 2 parts? This is unneeded. I don't like it. So that's why they hate Part 3. And then I see another faction come from, they think the writing overall for Part 3 is, very mid. They think it's now full of memes, which, to be fair, there are a lot of memes. And the actual main characters are whatever. I think Jotaro is good. I don't think he's the best. I think he is a solid JoJo's main character. I think people give him way too much hate, and maybe that's because of later parts. But I think JoJo's Part 3, Jotaro Kujo is solid. I think he does what he needs to do, where he needs to be the intimidating bad boy MC, but he actually has good character moments, as well as the boys. I think the crew overall is probably the best in Part 3. Who doesn't love Polnareff? Who doesn't love Kakyoin, the Donut Master? Old Man Joseph, who adds his own unique flavor, which was the first time we got 2 JoJo's together, back to back. Iggy, Avadul, yes, I am, all that good stuff. And then, of course, we got Dio again. And we can argue the best Dio. We can argue it is the best Dio, not just because of the memes, but just his overall presence in the story. I can go on about Part 3. Part 4, Part 4. I think Part 4 has the best villain that I've seen so far. That's where I will have my highest bar. I think Part 4 is overrated. I really do believe that. The beginning half of Part 4 before Kira Yoshikage comes in, it's alright. it's like a slice of life. You know, the main author wanted to do, I guess, a hey, what if we do what we've been doing, but like in a suburb of Japan? And it's like, okay, so like it's fine. I just don't get the appeal that most people do. But yeah, Kira Yoshikage, fantastic. I think his introduction, I think his theme song, which is also very important for the villains of JoJo's, his standability, though broken, is properly explained and evolved over time. I think Kira, there's nothing to complain about Kira. He steals the show in spades. I think he makes the show in part 4. Part 5, again, love part 5. Part 5, to me, I think, will never not be something that I can look back to and be like, this is amazing. I think it has its flaws, for sure. I think, there are a lot of maybe slow parts where it's in between the first half of part 5 and the latter half of part 5. But overall, I think is a solid part where you actually have interesting characters that are technically not the good guys in the beginning of it that become the good guys if we have to go that far. Giorno is a very interesting main character because of who he is inherently. I like his standability, and later on, again, it makes sense on why it's that way. Maybe the only part that I do see people criticize a lot is that, Diavolo, he's kind of like a diet Dio, or like even a diet Kira, I've heard people say, and they just don't like that, which, again, understandable. But again, I think this part has something else that's like the best. I think this part has the best Jobro. I love Bucciarati Bruno. Bruno is just fucking amazing. He might be one of the best characters in JoJo's overall. Sticky Fingers is an amazing stand ability. I love it. I love it to death. I love how it looks. I love how it fights. I love just the way it sounds when it moves. Bruno is probably, again, the best JoBro out of anyone I've seen so far. So yeah, part 5 to me, I can go on more. It's really good. I love it. Part 6, I don't have a lot of negative feelings like I do with part 4. But I understand why it's not viewed highly among the community. I would put part 1 over part 6. The only thing I think part 6 does well is the ending. I think part 6 has that ending that's like extremely well. It's like, oh, wow, we lost. It's over. GG. GG. The main crew apparently could not win at the end of the day. And I think that was an interesting call for Araki to do. Jolene as a main character, I don't hate her. I think she's all right. She, like, the feelings that I have towards Jolene Cujo, I think is the way I had when I was watching and reading Soul Eater for the first time, where I was like, Maka Allbarn's all right. I like her spunk. I like her attitude. She can be smart, obviously. But then sometimes, I don't know, Maka kind of felt either very bland or boring. Where it's like, okay, yeah, that's what you're going to say. Sure, okay. That's how I felt sometimes with Jolene, where it's like, okay, I guess that's a cool thing for you to do, Jolene, I guess. I also think the squad is kind of alright. There's not much to say about them. I know people love Foo Fighters for various reasons. Some wholesome. Quote, wholesome. Oh my god, what's the one girl's name? Hold on, let me look it up, actually. Who was, She is technically the JoBro of part 6. Yeah, her, man. I was like, she's alright. Her ability's interesting, like her stand ability. Um, but I thought she was alright. He was pretty solid by the end. What was his name? No, it's not Diavolo. Why am I using Bing? Hold on. Fuck Bing for a second. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Fucking finally. There we go. Yeah, Ermis. She was alright. She was alright. I think she had a strong start in the beginning of part 6, as the actual anime was a lot stronger in the beginning because it wasn't, Netflix break after break after break. But I thought at the end I almost kind of forgot about her, to be honest. You know, what is this fucking edit? Part 5, but with part 6. And Jotaro's a turtle! Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, well, so next, Anisa, he's alright. He's okay. His stand ability was cool. He got out of cool situations. The twist at the end with Weather Report and how he was Poochie and all that stuff, I thought was cool. Again, I think Diavolo kind of did better, but it's alright. It was alright. Again, I think the main thing I will say about Part 6 that I know people definitely love about is the reveal. Is that or not the reveal, the loss at the end of the story, that we didn't win at all. We got our asses handed to us on a silver platter. So I think that's like the main thing that people are kind of like really going back to saying, yeah, Part 6 is great. But I still think it has issues, but maybe because of Netflix, we do dog on it a little too much. Now, Part 7, which is why we're all here today. Part fucking 7. Steel Ball Run. If you don't know, I don't know why the fuck you're here, because we are going to be talking about this mainly through the manga. We are going to be reading through this because it got announced like 2 weeks ago, I think. Something like that. 2 weeks something ago, it got announced that yes, we are in fact getting an anime. It is happening. Steel Ball Run will be in production, or it is in production. They haven't given it any dates yet, obviously, but it will be happening and people are hyped. I have seen, not only from this past week or so, but I have seen people say that Part 7 is the best JoJo's part of all of Araki's work. Let me see. There we go. So, not only recent people, but, for a long time, I've had people in the anime and manga community say, yeah, get ready, because this is going to change your world. And going back to why we're doing this stream is because I've tried on my own. I've only gotten past like chapter 5. That's really about it. The first 5 chapters are kind of like boring. That's how I've been feeling, but I understand, because I have the same argument too with other series that I personally enjoy. You do have to maybe give it a little bit more wiggle room before you actually say, nah, the series isn't worth it. Or in this case, this part isn't worth it. So I figured with the announcement, why not have the opportunity to do it live? We do it fucking live. We will do this live until we finish Part 7, which should be easy enough to get done before the anime releases, I think at the bare minimum. And then the plan after this is that I'm going to continue and we're going to go through Part 8. I have no knowledge of Part 8. Nothing. The only thing I kind of hear from the online fandom is that there are 2 groups of Part 8 fans. You either really, really like Part 8, or you think Part 8 is like the worst part in Joe. Like, it's crazy. Like, most people that I'll see online for Part 7 Steel Ball Run, they'll say it's like crack. Like, Araki genuinely made meth. He was cooking with Heisenberg. But then when I hear people talk about Part 8, it's either, kind of trash. Or then I'll hear people say, nah, this is the sequel to Part 7, baby. It's so fucking good. It's like, there's like a clear divide in the community when it comes to Part 8. So I have no idea what's going on in Part 8. And then, of course, Part 9's still fresh. It's still new. How many chapters of Part 9 actually are out? Let me actually... let me see. How many chapters are out? Oh, wow, there's 24 chapters out already. All right, well, again, better reason to do this then. So there are 24 chapters out of Part 9. That, as far as I'm aware, is going to be Araki's last JoJo's part. He's been doing this since the 80s. He's an actual freaking vampire. If you don't believe me, let's get the sources out. Araki is genuinely just a vampire. No. What? Oh, did I spell him wrong? I did. Fuck. Prepare, by the way, for anyone who's new to me or anything, prepare for that. I am a negative IQ man. Just get ready. It's going to be bad at times. Me reading through some stuff is going to be terrible. So, yeah. Araki has, like, not aged a day. I think this is one of his youngest pictures. I think that's from, like, when he was in the 80s. Like, right here. And I think this is, like, his most recent one. Like, look at this. Look at this. He hasn't... I mean, he has, but it's like... Araki from the 80s, right here, to now. Man is actually a vampire. He's just writing a biography about his life. It's crazy. It's insane. So, you know, even though he looks great, he looks good. He can go for another millennium like Frieren. He is probably tired. He's like, okay, I've done the Mudas. I've done the Hamon Yellow Sunshine. We've done the Stando Power. We've done all that good stuff and then some for, let's see, 80 to 90, 90 to 2000, 90 to 2000 to 2010, and now 2010 to 2020. So about 40 years. We've done this for about 40 years worth of content. Yeah, I think he's okay to end it after this part. I think he's okay. I think I'm sure the community, like any community, would want JoJo's to never end. Never, ever end. But at the end of the day, just like with Oda for One Piece, let him rest. Let him rest. And I look forward to Part 9. I look forward to it. I want to react and say, hey, I was reading JoJo's weekly. I want to have that feeling before it ends. But yeah, outside of what we're here for today, JoJo's, we're going to be doing other manga reacts. We're going to go back to One Piece. We're going to go back to One Punch Man. We're going to go back to Demon School. I can't make promises on when all those are going to start, if they're going to go back to back to back, if we're just going to do one whole stream, if we're going to do a mix and collect, or, whatever. But we will get back to our regular content that we were doing a year ago. However, we're going to kick it up a notch. We are going to do gaming stuff. I have a new PC. Hopefully, it should be fine streaming. I've had some issues doing testing this past month. But we're going to do gaming content. I'm going to start with something that hopefully should run perfectly fine. If it doesn't, well, that's a sign. Like, okay, I got to fix my stuff before I actually genuinely, want a game for real, for real. I want to lock the hell in. But this is a test run. I'm not going to say it's going to be this week, probably Monday, we're going to start gaming content just to see how it works. But I will say this is gaming with an asterisk because it's technically not real gaming. It's going to be a visual novel. I won't say what it is. I'll leave it to you guys' imagination. But it is a visual novel that I've kind of wanted to do for a while and thought if I ever generally did streaming, this would work. Yeah. So we'll try and do that Monday. It's going to be a test. If nothing crashes and burns during streaming, everything's fine, then okay, that's a sign in the future we'll crank it up and be like, hey, instead of a visual novel that's just a text, basically, I'm doing another read-through, essentially. What if, let's do, I don't know, let's do Final Fantasy VII. I have never played Final Fantasy VII. I know only stuff from online. That's basically it. You know, what people have talked about over the years. That's essentially it. I want to play Final Fantasy VII. I'm debating about doing like the old version first versus, do I want to play the remake? Because I hear that the remake is different from the old one. But, you know, we have to pace ourselves. Let's see if my computer and streaming can handle a visual novel before we go full, like we're going to actually have Tifa and Cloud, do some high, beautiful, framework on my computer. Let's see if we can actually even get to that point. But, all right. Enough stalling. We're going to get into this. This is going to be the setup. I have the link to where I'm reading this in the description. It's going to be on Manga Dex. Go find it. It is not the official JoJo's chapters. Apparently, they're going to be starting that soon, from what I hear. But I wanted to read what I had available in bulk. And I wanted to read it in color. Make this aware. I am not reading JoJo's until I have to go part 9 weekly. When I get to part 9 weekly, all right, that's gonna suck that I have to now read JoJo's black and white. But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, as Lord Farquaad said. I pressed the sound alert. Hopefully that went off. Otherwise, it's going to look very weird on the replay. I hope that sound alert went off, but, But yeah, so we're going to be doing this in color. It's going to be on Manga Deck. You can check the description down below while we are doing this live or after, and you can read for yourself. But without further ado, let's do this. JoJo's Part 7 read-through. Steel Ball Run. So, first page. To summarize a historical background, the telephone that was invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876 became a staple in over 50,000 American households alone within 4 years. The steam locomotive that crossed the northern American continent reached a speed of 120 kilometers per hour and an average speed of 88 kilometers per hour. This is, of course, a manga. It is not going to be using American metrics. It is going to be using what the world is. So I'll have to get used to that if we're going to get crazy stand abilities that use, non-American metrics. Oh, well, I'm going to have to do some quick Google searches. But yeah. So, and the public specter spots frenzy. The Pro Baseball National League was born in 1876. The first campaign team was the Chicago White Sox. The racehorse Domino was the champion of the Kentucky Derby in 1891, and the region undefeated as the Black Whirlwind. The first international Olympics that was opened in Athens, Greece in 1896. Each sport had prize money despite strict amateur regulations. So we're getting a context of what this part's going to be about. They're going to be around a new universe. I've been told off stream that this is not the universe that Poochie and Emporio go to. This is just a new universe. Hold on, let me fix my headphones. This is not a continuous universe where we left off. This is just going to be a whole ass new universe. I have mixed feelings about that, but again, I'll let Rocky cook. I'll let him cook. So, 1890, we have San Diego, New York, Steel Ball Run, Chapter 1, the Steel Ball Run press conference. So again, I have read only 5 chapters in the past. I've tried to read this like 2 or 3 times. I have not gone farther than Chapter 5, so I am still a fresh person into Part 7. So I am ready for hype. I hear that the villain of Part 7 is going to be amazing. And Part 7 apparently is the best thing since sliced bread. So there's a lot of high expectations, and I'm ready. Steel Ball Run, Chapter 1, the Steel Ball Run press conference. We got a nice cover story. We got some Native Americans and their horses. So we have a shaman. What's with all this racket? We have a book of the Holy Bible and something else that says sand. It's a troublemaker, Sandman. You cannot protect him anymore, Chief. The white man's books, they were hidden in his tent. This is treachery against our tribe and our ancestors. Sandman must receive his punishment. He will be scalped. Is there no objection to this? So, of course, got some actual historical, can't let anything threaten the tribe kind of mentality right now. So they're chasing this boy Sandman down, axes, spears, about to chop him with a horse. Man is fast as F. He's going into the Speed Force. He's got that form on lock. Everyone's like, oh. Again, I'm hoping these sound alerts are working. I'll go back and check. If not, I'll have to fix them. But yeah, he's got form. He's picking up speed. He's outrunning the horses. Crazy. This running style, I've seen it before. Where did he learn it? This is not an Indian running style. That's the white man's running style. The style used by the white man, as Boondocks would say, to compete for trophies and prizes. It's used for running short distances. AKA, it's better. What is everyone doing? Put more to your horses. He's escaping to the rocky hills. We cannot let him escape to the cliffs. Man's form is on point. Sandman, you always separated yourself from the tribe as a child, like you were making fun of us. It's your own tribe being chased off of its ancestral lands by those white men. Are you looking down on us? Is that it? Punishment, 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 punishment. Punishment, give him punishment. One who goes against the law must be punished. So we got a man about to come bearing down with an axe. Goes for a chop. You are just unforgivable, Sandman. Dash. Again, like he actually went into the Speed Force. And then gone. What the? Under the horse. That is a crazy maneuver. That is a actual crazy maneuver. For someone to be like, yeah, you know what? I can't outrun them. Go under them. With a horse. Yeah. But again, anime and manga, and this is JoJo's, F it. We are durable. So he gets kicked, rightfully so. But he uses the kick to go up higher. He dove under the horse. And then the guy turns around. He's climbing the pillar. Are you insane, Sandman? What are you thinking? You purposely got kicked to send you to the rocks. And you're still trying to climb. Fire arrows. Shoot him with arrows. And then they try to lock. We see his hand. But then from his hand, another hand forms. I have a pretty good guess on what that is. So all of a sudden, they try to fire. He's gone. And they're like, what? Where'd he go? He's now to the back of them, but they don't know this. Where did Sandman go? Did he really come from the same tribe as us? So we see this imprint of fingers on the rock and then get whooshed away by the wind. We get a nice shot, I assume, of like Arizona, Nevada, these lovely landscapes. Very nice. We see Sandman trying to climb up a cliffside. So you were here after all, huh? Someone found him, kicked. And then he's asking, please, no more, like Sam Tarley. YU continues to thrash him. Please stop. I'm really sorry, sis. Right, yeah, I do remember that. He has his sister. So the sis slaps him up. We're going back together, Sandman. I'll apologize with you. Just promise the Elder in Chief and everyone that you will no longer read the white man's books anymore. You must make your atonement and tell them that you will not insult our tribe. But he wants knowledge. He wants to explore what has been out of their grasp for generations. You're wrong. That's where our opinions differ, big sis. The white man's is not. The white man is the enemy. However, protecting ourselves by understanding our enemy culture is another way. He's using some Sun Tzu over here. Know thy enemy. Our tribe's way of thinking is outdated and will no longer work for these times. Facts. Very facts. Everybody thinks we're being hounded from our ancestral lands. But the white man's basic concept is simply money. There is no such thing as the ancestral land anymore. This place belongs to the person that holds money. Very true. This sounds very much like what Yellowstone is kind of about, at least in the first season. I haven't finished Yellowstone. You were always like that since you were a child. Once you decided, you never cooperated with anyone. That's why nobody ever understands what you're thinking. Hey, big sis, let me show you something right over here. So we see that there is an indentation of a circle onto a rock. And then there are many indentations of these circle-like structures. And then she's like, what? What are these things? Is there something that you're trying to tell me now? It happened across these lands 2 weeks ago. Someone carved them out, or did they scrape them out? They are perfect spheres. I wonder how they did them. These are too smooth. Each of these pits is a perfect sphere, and they would have to scrape an incredible amount of speed to make so many of them. Okay, so what? I also found some of the white man's books here. This was done by a white man? You never said that a white man, was so close to us. Just take it easy. This guy was alone, and he's not an enemy. He didn't come here looking for gold mines or anything to steal. How would you know that? He was training here in these wastelands. Training? For what? We also secluded ourselves in the mountains to hone our hunting skills, don't we? I can tell by the tracks. He's been running through this place again and again and again. Look at these tracks, and they are simply incredible. He's been jumping here. He's been hitting the weights. He's been hitting those 19th century weights. And then Sandman does a big jump. He is simply amazing. He reached at least 8 meters in one leap. 3 horses worth. Damn. I just discovered that he was running with something in his hand. Was it stone, iron, or even something heavier? Is that what scraped all these holes? Just what are you trying to get at? Big sis, I wanted to simply say goodbye. I will not be coming back to the valley because I'm going on a trip and not in his favorite rocket ship. This is a newspaper. Can you read it? It says Steel Ball Run race opening prize money will be given to the winner. So we have a newspaper, Steel Ball Run race, $50 million. So I remember the concept of, again, these 5 chapters that I read. We're going to have a Grand Prix where we start at San Diego. We're going to go through the continent, the North American continent, get to New York City. You have a couple days or something like that, and yeah, it's a lot of money. For back then, for like the 19th century, that 50 mil? 50 mil is like king's money. You could get a lot with 50 mil back then. I mean, still nowadays, you can get a lot with 50 mil, but like 50 mil back then is basically like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos money now. $50 million. Enough of that white man's money, and I can buy this wasteland. Our land, since our ancestors' time, can still be true. Brave man. Excuse me. So we are now in a fancy mansion. Someone is greeting a interesting man lounging in his chair with a particular female with a globe. We have complaints, Mr. Steele. The special toilets built on the beach are overflowing with waste. That's yum. This is a horrible smell and maggots are starting to swarm. A kid even fell into it. Ugh, poor kid. We don't have enough tents. We had a fire from those tents, and a lion and a Komodo dragon escaped their cages. Oh, that sucks. We don't have enough drinking water. The outdated name, Orientals, are killing and cooking, eating dogs. God damn. Oh boy. That's not me. That's the manga. That is the manga. And this arc was made, wasn't it made like in 2010? God damn, Rocky. You are a bold man. The French are laying on the beach with their dicks out and tits hanging, and fighting may even break out too. God damn. Why you? What's a Komodo dragon even doing on the beach to begin with? I understand this, but you take care of the trouble. That is your job. That's why I'm paying you money. Spoken like a real manager right there. You're supposed to take care of all my issues, so please, don't bother me. But, Mr. Steele, there are too many unprecedented events occurring all at once. We predicted that there would be 500 participants in this contest. There are 2 days before the race begins, but 2,000 people from all across America are now gathering on this beach, and more are flocking. The number of horses will be threefold, and many more spectators and related guests are also coming. We should celebrate then, but there is a chance that the race might be over before it even began. Yeah, imagine. Part 7, 1 chapter. Nah, can't happen. Damn. Well, alright. You can add another million. God, I wish. Throw around that kind of money. Have another $1 million. Here's another $1 million. Do something about it. Go over the budget if you have to, and increase our capacity by 4-fold. And tell those foreigners. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Araki, please I'm just a man. If you have to eat dogs and show off your genitalia, you must tell us why. And if they don't quit it, we will kick them out of the race. It may be because of their culture or region, but so what? Oh, God. I can already see people when the anime drops. Woo! With recent events. Oh, my goodness. This one panel is speaking to some people right now. But so what? As long as they're on this beach, they're under my rules. We should move to another room, Mr. Steele. The Steel Ball Run press conference is about to begin. Right. It will soon start. So we got a whole host of Yanks. We got a lot of racing people from different backgrounds. This is going to be an interesting race. So, kind of taking the pause for a second. I guess maybe that's why I'm also, when I had trouble on my own, I don't know if it's just me, but I wasn't really jiving with the idea that this JoJo's part is centered around a race. So for the first 5 chapters, I was kind of like, a race? That's like our main focus. We've had old Britain. We've had New York in like the 1940s with, some certain German individuals. We had, of course, part 3. I think part 3 has the best setting because you're going through like multiple different areas to get to Egypt. Again, I'm speaking about part 4, about the suburb. Part 5, again, it's in Italy, but you're going through different parts of Italy. I like that. And then part 6, the prison. So you would think with a race, with all these multiple settings, I would like it. I don't know. Something about just like, it's a race format. I don't know. I'm just not jiving with it. But I could be wrong. Maybe I will. Maybe I will get into the idea of this is a race. We're going to have unique places all the damn time. Something like that. Now, we got, of course, because this is the end of the 19th century, we still got cowboys. We got gunslingers. We got them 5-gallon hats. We got spurs. We got, oh my God, what are they called? What are they freaking called? Are those assless chaps? I don't think so. Whatever. Cowboys. We got the cowboys here. This is peak Yellowstone right here. But we also got early Model Ts as well. The locomotion of transportation is upon the world at this time. Steel Ball Run. And then he leaves. And then we have Mr. Steele and his girl. He just starts bawling out. What am I gonna do? I'm just so scared. What's gonna happen if this all goes bad? What if this race falls apart? It's gonna be alright, Stefan. So his real name, not Steele, Stefan. You've been a promoter for over 40 years. Damn, that's a long ass time. Believe in yourself. Do your best. Put your heart in the cards, man. Believe in the heart of the cards. Believe in the me that believes in you. My dear. Sob. Okay. I'll do my best. There. Yosh. Excuse me. Mr. Stefan Steele. About the Steel Ball Run race that begins in less than 2 days. You have reportedly explained this before, but would you mind please explaining it to the news readers around the world? We will then move to a Q&A. So we have a press conference. 1890 is our specific time that we are starting. So for all my history buffs out there, specifically on American culture around this time, who are reading JoJo's, maybe even reading live with me. Why not? You guys are going to probably enjoy this. You guys are really going to enjoy this. I'm a history buff too. American culture, though I am from there, is not particularly my interest. But this is kind of cool. And there we go. We have the map. The Steel Ball Run Race will start on September 25th, 1890 at 10 a.m. on the Pacific San Diego beach. The goal is simple. New York making it mankind's first North American cross-country horseback race. So we have start San Diego. We're going to cut through like Arizona and Nevada. We're going to go into the Midwest states like Missouri, Tennessee. No, wait, Tennessee's over here. Missouri. God, I'm up on the spot about knowing my states. Fuck. But then we're going to go up. We're going to go to like Michigan and the Great Lakes. We're going to we're going to cross through the Great Lakes. Huh. Into like Wisconsin. Okay. That's interesting. So then we're going to go through there, and then we're going to go through Ohio. Ohio. My boys. PA for life. And then probably a little bit of New Jersey, and then go through New York. Florida? Nope. Yeah, we had a whole part for that. Florida, we're good. We're good. We're good. No one talks about Florida and Jojo's. And Jojo's, when we talk about Florida, we get PTSD. The distance is roughly 600 kilometers, or I'm sorry, 6,000 kilometers, which is, for my non-metric system brain, I gotta hook Google up as my main search engine. I'm still getting used to PC, by the way. 6,000 kilometers to miles is roughly 3,728.2 miles. That's a long distance. That is a long distance. Following this route, the champion will receive $50 million, which will be deposited into the individual's East and West bank account. Second place, $1 million. I'll still take that. I'll take $1 million right now. Back then? Hell yeah. $1 million back then? You're not going to be Elon Musk, but you're still going to be pretty rich. Third place. Even, honestly, back then, 1890, if you got anything above $300,000, you're good. As long as you don't waste it. As long as you don't waste it, if you invested it like in railroads, manufacturing, the clock industry that was bustling, like hell, if you got 300,000 or up, you're good. You're good. You're fine. So we have third place, 500,000. Fourth place, 2,500,000. We have fifth place, 120,000. Continuing through that to the 10th place, with special prizes present like the Checkpoint Award. Oh, there's a Checkpoint Award. I forgot about that. Read the rule book for more specific details. As long as the participant is of age, which is 16 or older, nationality, race, poverty, pro, amateur, it's all out of the question. There is a necessary participation fee, of course, which will be sitting at $1,200. Okay, so it's $1,200. Fair enough. I could probably I could definitely participate in this race if I wanted to. Let's move on to the next question. Well, tell us, sir, are there going to be sponsors for this contest? So we have his assistant. First of all, your news company, East and West Tributing, has been their exclusive coverage for this race. Other individuals that represent the publishing companies, hotel groupings, the San Diego Beach Hotel, BBC, Meat Packaging Corporation, Winchester, Firearms, of course, Production, 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 Winchester Horizontal Continental Railroad Company. Makes sense. I forgot. True. Hold on. Let me shift gears for one quick second. We're going to make this very, very quick. Oh, shit. I can't zoom in. No. Hold on. Let me open a new tab. Yeah. Here we go. We're learning as we do this live. Yeah. Speed Wagon. Yeah. Speedwagon. He lives in this universe. Yo. Speedwagon constantly is making it in every universe. He has money. He's got the money. That's how you invest. How Speedwagon did. God damn. A true oil baron. Alright. So. Speedwagon. Oil Corporation. Many other corporations across America are also interested into the race. What about Baron? Oh, jeez. Baron Rockahue? Oh, is that supposed to be a play on Rockefeller? Maybe. Baron Rockahue of German royalty. He has announced participation in a machine called an automobile. Oh, the Model T. Yeah. Yes, I have approved of that as well. The race identity is the pioneer spirit. Oh, manifesto of destiny over here. We are Americans. We go and see and conquer and explore what has yet to be explored. The new frontier, all that shit. Yeah. That makes sense for this time period. When the railroads were first opened in the North American continent, people had said, the age of the horse is over. The race accepts all challengers. Come with any kind of machine you want. So, if the Wright brothers at this time, if the Wright brothers wanted to bring their plane, like the plane that they started with, which I'm pretty sure it's around this time. I'm failing my history buffs over here. They first flew... No, actually, I am failing my history friends over here right now. They first flew in 1903. Never mind. Too soon. But in theory, if they had that at this time, would they allow that? Because it is kind of cheating. You would go like over hills and debris a lot easier. This race is a first in its history. No one can predict anything what could happen with one machine or one horse. No one has ever raced without rest against competition for 70 kilometers to 100 kilometers per day for a total distance of 6,000 kilometers. Fair point. Another reporter. Is a horse running distance of 70 kilometers to 100 kilometers per day a limit? Then it would take roughly 60 to 80 days to reach this goal. No. Like I said before, we cannot predict that. There was a record of a... What does that say? I think that's a quarter horse? Quarter horses? I don't know. Quarter horses running a distance of... I think that's supposed to say 3,146 kilometers. Again, this is not the official translated JoJo's Part 7. That hasn't been done yet, I'm fairly certain. It's only recently been announced that they're going to officially do the manga translations from like Viz and Shonen Jump for Part 7. They haven't done that yet, which is crazy because this part has been done for like years now. But okay. I think what they're trying to say is there were horses that had been recorded to do 3,164 kilometers between Missouri and California in 12 days. But that was a relay that used 400 horses instead of one. However, there was a record in 1851 during the Crimean War, where an Arabian horseback rider once rode 150 kilometers in one day. Damn. Man probably died. But there we go. But the rider died of exhaustion. Dude, that's insane. That is, whew. In this race, the exchanges of horses will be prohibited. The results is disqualifying. Also, the race goes practically through uncharted territory. This means going through wastelands with no roads, but still, 60 to 80 days is still the estimated time length for the competition. Are there any other questions? Man looks like Shigeo over here. Yes, there are some complaints about the 1,200 entry fee being a money-making racket. I mean, man's gotta make bank. This ain't for free. This ain't a charity event. What you think this was? We're making history, and making history ain't cheap. Making history is not cheap. Let's see. Let us see. Anyway, 1,200 is the same as a regular worker's monthly salary. I do not believe so. If the participant retired during the race, how would they get back home? Their travel expenses, medical expenses, hotel fees, and even food expenses will be covered. That's a pretty good deal. Fuck it. Even if you're not going to win, let's say you want to have like a nice vacation. Yeah, you can just do that. Have a nice time. So, are you saying this race is a sport? Will you be allowing the possession of weapons in this race? Like the... Of course, I forgot. Of course. This is America. This is America. Like the Second Amendment says, the right to bear arms. We cannot take that away from our rules. One might have to spend the night in an undeveloped territory where there are poisonous snakes, wild beasts, as long as it's not considered a criminal behavior. That is such a huge... That is such a broad definition. Like, for real. That is hugely broad for what you're trying to say. As long as it's not a criminal behavior, like, you could get away with so much with that. But anyway, as long as it's not a criminal behavior, we won't say anything about that. The answer is yes. Security during the race should be provided by oneself. All right. Tell us some of the champion candidates for this race. Well, there is the Cowboy of Wyoming, the Mountain Tim. So we got this broad, actual cowboy, just genuine cowboy. He's a rustler. He's going to round up some cattle. He annually travels 4,000 kilometers through the pastures with 300 cattle. 3,000 cattle. He's also quite the looker. That's interesting that you noticed that in 1890, sir. 2025. Okay, yeah, sure. No one cares. 1890. What you mean by that? Anyway, from the Arabian continent of Egypt, that's right. That's right. Avadul. Yes, I am. Yeah. Yes, Abdul does exist in this. Will he be important? Don't spoil me. Let me make that perfectly clear. Do not spoil me. I'm just throwing this out there. Will he be important? I hope so. I want Abdul back. Even if it's not my Abdul. Ermid Abdul will be participating on a camel. He has crossed the Sahara Desert 3 times. From the Far East, we have the equestrian master Dot Han. I don't think I recognize him. He is this... of course. We gotta get the horse lords themselves. He is the descendant of Genghis Khan of the Mongol nomads that once conquered Eurasia. Most of it. They never conquered India. Let's get that right. They never did conquer India because they did not want to go through the fucking Himalayas. And despite having origins from the low social ranks of England, he was raised by royalty and became a genius jockey at a very young age. The horse racing world, we know him as Diego Brando, commonly known as Dio. I hope these sound alerts are working. Yes, this is one thing... Because, again, I read 5 chapters. That's all I have in my stored knowledge. Yes, I am very much aware that Dio, of course, has to be in another JoJo's part. Diego. Whatever. So, just like with Abdul, I assume he's going to be important. But let's see. But we cannot have one JoJo's part without Dio. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in part 8. I have no idea. Somehow, some way, Dio. Uri. In the background. Like he's on like a billboard somewhere. Who knows? Or there's a blonde enemy. His name is D. And he stands like this and says... Muda. Fuck it. He's going to be there. The same thing with part 9. Dio will always exist somehow, some way, in every single part of JoJo's. Part 1, obviously. No need to talk about it. Part 2, it's because of his actions from part 1 that inspired that one disciple guy of the... oh my god. The Tibetan Hamon masters to go rogue, take the mask, all that stuff. Yep. And then he's pulled out of the ocean by the end of part 2. Into part 3, again, we don't need to talk about it, obviously. Part 4, he is the reason that Okuyasho's dad is the way that he is. I think he's also brought up one other time in part 4, but there you go. That's Dio mentioned there. Part 5, again, you don't need to say it, but you can still say it. The arrow and how... Polnareff is there, and then, of course, just Giorno. Part 6, again, you have Poochie, you have his other offspring, you have all, like, the plans of Made in Heaven. Yeah. So, yes, Dio, once again, in another JoJo's part. Let's see how he is here. Will his genius on the tracks work in the distance, in the long distance? The distance is tremendous. Before the finishing line, if no one reaches that finishing line in New York, then the race is a failure. Will the sponsors be furious, and will there be a total loss of trust in the contest itself? How will you take responsibility? So basically, hey bro, if you fuck up, what's the game plan here? Huh. I might be eliminated. So wait, so I remember reading that part. What does he mean by that? I will be eliminated. It's like, whatever the main villain is of part 7, my guess is that he is somehow tied to the race. Like, he is not only going to participate in the race, the main villain, he's probably using the race for something. Like, he's trying to, like, achieve something through having this race. So he's probably, my best guess is blackmailing or, like, hey, if you don't do this, you're gonna die. He has, like, something that will kill him. You know, whatever. That's what I'm guessing by that specific line. Because we have the girl, she's like, that was a joke. And yeah, now he follows up with, I'm just joshing you. It's all good. No problem. And then even the news reporter, yeah, good one. Good one. Failure is, listen closely, failure is forgetting the pioneer spirit and staying away from challenging hardships. Spoken like a real American of this time. There is no such thing as failure in this race. There are only adventures. This Steel Ball Run race will be an event like none other with which the world has ever experienced. Oh, sugoi, yeah, sound alert. Yeah. One more question. Is there a person behind you? Is the person behind you your wife? I've heard. She's 14. Whew, that's going to be rough. Ooh, Twitter is going to have a field day. Twitter is going to have a fucking free-for-all that day when the anime gets to that. They're going to be like, what did you say? How old? Excuse me? Yeah, it's going to be bad. I'm letting all JoJo fans know now. When Part 7 gets to this part, online is going to be bad. It's going to be a chaotic scene. Be prepared. That has nothing to do with any of this. Nothing to do with the race. The interview is now over. He took offense. But is it wrong? Is that information wrong? So we got a sack of cash, gold coins. I guess it's $1 gold coins. Or is it 100? No, it's probably 100 to enter the fee. Oh, there's also 5 gold coins as well. And they have, I think they say Chicago. Yeah, I think they say Chicago. Let's see. We have when the 2,000 entry fee is paid, there will be no refunds due to the personal reasons. The start of the race is in 2 days and will be held, rain or shine, regardless of accidents. Please sign here to acknowledge the rules have been spoken to you. While we record the rider's fingerprints and horse's nose print, which I didn't know about that, on the starting day, once record exchange of riders and horses is strictly prohibited. This is your player identification card number, URB636. Also include is the race commemoration bat. Commemoration badge. Commemoration? Whatever. So we have Gyro Zeppeli. Again, I knew this. So yeah, that is still crazy that we're using a lot of name brand characters. We're using Dio. We're using Avadul. We have a Zeppeli. We haven't had a Zeppeli since part 2. We haven't had a Zeppeli in forever. To be fair, the Zeppeli line did come to an end. But still, we have not had a Zeppeli for so long. So, I'm excited. I hear, again, there's so much hearsay about this part. But apparently this guy is like maybe one of the best characters in the story. I hear Barf by far. Apparently, he's like the best Joe bro. We'll see. And there he is, the man himself. Again, we're going to make this quick. The man himself, he's here. The living legend. Oh, yeah. So, Gyro. Not from Hunter x Hunter. Not that Gyro. Gyro Zeppeli. He has a interesting belt buckle. His fucking teeth. Oh, God. I can already see it now. The Kanye West memes are going to be real. The Kanye West memes are going to be fucking real. It says, "Go, go, Zeppeli. Nihoon." I guess this is what he laughs. Nihoo. And I'm honestly with the guy in the counter. Like, okay. Never seen these things before. What do you use them for? So someone's trying to pickpocket him. Touches. Guy's like, whoa. Loses his balance. His fingers start to distort. A weight is being thrown down on him like he's Pain from Naruto. What the? My legs. What the hell is this? I was just making small talk. I was just curious. Why do you have these round things in your gun belt? Oh, yeah? Is that so? Why can't my legs move? I can't stand up. I'm being held down. Or something. If there's nothing wrong with the if there's nothing wrong with the participation fee on the counter, I'll believe you. Count it up, clerk. Well, okay, there's like $1,180. You're $20 short. Oh, are there any discounts? Oh, of course not. This is the general store. I see. But didn't I just pay? I put the countertop. Didn't I put it all on the countertop? I did put it there, didn't I? I haven't issued a receipt, so what's short? What's short is short. Are you sure you won't give me a discount? Huh. So was it you after all then? Why don't you give me the coins you swapped from me? 'Cause I am $20 short. I wouldn't be able to enter this race. Now, would I? Nihon. And the guy does have 2 coins. He does have 2 coins. So he was trying to pickpocket him. I wouldn't be able to enter the race and win. Nah. I win. Nihon. Go, go, Zeppeli. And that's the end of the first chapter. So just as I remember, it's a build-up of the race. There were some interesting, returning characters. Technically different. That was, I think, out of the 5 chapters I remember, that was pretty good. Alright. So, we will, let's see, about numerical values. Okay, let me read this first. About numerical values and notations. As you may know, the units of length are feet and inches in America. Since distance is also measured in miles and yards, it's hard for us Japanese to feel for it in an instant. Thus, in Steel Ball Run, all units of measurement are in the metric system for Japanese readers to easily understand. I said this. It makes sense. Weight is shown in kilograms instead of pounds and ounces. Money is shown in dollars, but its monetary value is shown in modern standards. The reason for this is the payment for a full day's work in 1890 could have been simply $1. Thus, we wouldn't be sure if 10,000 is actually a lot or not. Therefore, $50 million is equivalent to 5 billion yen. in modern Japan. So I don't know if you want to be specific. If you want to be specific, it is when this part was written, part 7. So whatever the yen was worth when part 7 start, take that, crank it up to 5 billion yen, and I guess you get roughly $50 million. Now, because I think the yen's down, if I am not mistaken. Let me check. Let me see. I think they're saying that the yen is slowly rising? Yeah, I think it's slowly rising. But it was down for a while. I do know that. It was down for a while. But I currently believe it's up. But okay. Basically, they're just saying, these are the measurements, why it's Japanese manga, and Japanese readers are primarily going to read this first and foremost. They need to understand it. Sorry, Americans, but it is what it is. Also, we're changing the value of money to not being what it would be in 1890, because we want to understand if that would actually be a lot. So we're using current values like 10,000, 50,000 versus $1, $5, $100. Okay. Before we get to chapter 2, I'm going to get some water. I will be right back. In the meantime, just wait here. Let me see if I can put on some music. I'll try and get some, like, extended music. So, let's see. Gonna put you up. Jojo. Extended music. Let's go remix. I'll have a better actual, like, setup for this, for intermission stuff. But I just want to have something, yeah. Let's do this. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna get some water.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing. You go there, please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bad store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up the seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive, yeah, that's what it is. Coincidence? Nah, that's what you live. Whole planned out, baby, quarterly. Baby, step on my foot, son, that's a mistake, baby. Feel like whatever you wanna call it. Fake one's just, it's so stolen. Revelation time, watch me all night. Yes, sir, I'm already holding. You will pay respect to does the same. Others are just shame. Molding a game, molding a life, molding your average fame. Do it for my crew, son, do it for my blood, son, do it for my name. LJ, son, I run, done. Hold the drive, yeah, that's what it is. Coincidence? Nah, that's what you live. Whole plan dealt with the quarterly. Baby, step on my foot, son, that's a mistake, baby. Think like whatever you wanna call it. Fake one's just, it's so stolen. Revelation time, watch me ballin'. Yes, sir, I'm already holding. Flip the downside, up to top notch, whatever haters do. I tap that, do it like this, do it like that, do it like how it did, but now I do it like what? Got the speed, I drive this racket. Determination, line, just imagine things that happens after ass laughing. You gon' bet, please gonna keep asking. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold it. overdrive. Flip the downside up to top notch, whatever haters do. I top that, do it like this, do it like that, do it like how it did, but now I do it like what? Got the speed, I drive this racket, determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing, you go there, please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bad store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up the seat, overdrive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you going, overdrive. Yeah, that's what it is. Coincidence? Nah, that's what you live. Whole planned out, baby, quarterly. Better step on my foot, son, that's a mistake, baby. Feel like whatever you wanna call it. Fake one's just, it's so stolen. Revelation time, watch me all in. Yes, sir, I'm already all in. You up here, respect who does the same. Others are just shame. More than a game, more than a life, more than your average fame. Do it for my crew, son, do it for my glow, son, do it for my name. LJ, son, I run, done. Overdrive, yeah, that's what it is. Coincidence? No, that's what you live. Whole plan dealt with a quarterly. Better step on my foot, son, that's a mistake, really. Think like whatever you wanna call it. Fake one's just, it's so stolen. Revelation time, watch me ballin'. Yes, sir, I'm already holding. Flip the downside, up to top notch, whatever haters do. I'll tap that, do it like this, do it like that, do it like how it did, but now I do it like what? Got the speed, I drive this racket. Determination, like just imagine things that happens after ass laughing. You gon' bet, please gonna keep asking. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up the seat, overdrive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you going, overdrive. Flip the downside, up to top notch, whatever haters do. I top that, do it like this, do it like that, do it like how it did, but now I do it like what? Got the speed, I drive this racket. Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing, you go bet, please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bad store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up the seat, overdrive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you going, overdrive. Yeah, that's what it is. Coincidence? Nah, that's what you live. Whole planned out, baby, quarterly. Better step on my foot, son, that's a mistake, baby. Feel like whatever you wanna call it. Fake one's just, it's so stolen. Revelation time, watch me all in. Yes, sir, I'm already all in. You up here, respect who does the same. Others are just shame. More than a game, more than a life, more than your average fame. Do it for my crew, son, do it for my glow, son, do it for my name.
All right, enough of that. We're back. Stay hydrated. Whew. All right. So, let's get back to where we left off. So, we're going to go into Chapter 2 of JoJo's Part 7. Once again, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we are reading JoJo's Part 7 through Manga Dex. It is not the official source. It is a colored version of the chapters. So, that's kind of the main benefit of doing this. I don't know when they're ever going to actually do the official, like, completed all the way through for Part 7, but I just wanted to get it on hand as quickly as I possibly wanted to, and this site had it. So, that's what we're doing. It's in the description down below. You can do it now or later, however you wish to go about it. So, Gyro, Chapter 2, Zeppeli. What are you doing, Poco Loco? I'm just counting. So we got a Shikamaru-esque person over here just chilling. And we got an older gentleman giving him a stern expression. You see, I am just counting the clouds in the skies. Gyro Zeppeli, Chapter 2. So we have Gyro and his steed and other competitors racing. You see, I wanted to do this before. I wanted to see just how many clouds I could possibly count in one day. Yeah, well, I'm asking you, why are you lying your ass all day long and not doing any work? You know a thing called, what does it say? 10 Tensu Sansu? What the hell is... Okay, I don't know. Tensu Sansu. Old man? Yeah. I'll say it again, Tensu Sansu. I went down to the city 3 days ago. I lost at gambling, so I asked my gypsy landlady to tell me my fortune. I should have done that before I lost. The lowest point in your life is called Tenchu Sansu. But listen here. I'm the opposite. The opposite of the worst. Starting next month, I'm going to be at my happiest point in my life. For 2 months. Hee hee. So whatever I do, it's all good for those 2 months. You mean that dirty old hag who's sitting around in the streets all the time during the summer? That's, what's the witch from part 3? But again, another callback. What's her name? Jojo's part 3 witch. Yeah, Enya. Granny Enya. Hold on. Enya the Hag. Yeah, that's what her name was. Yeah. Yes. Oh my god. She had a crazy death. She had a gnarly death. I love part 3. Part 3 is really good. It doesn't deserve as much hate as a lot of people give it. So yes, Enya the Hag. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm planning to just simply enjoy my life. You know what I mean? No, I don't. Then I'll tell you something very lucky. If you see that forest, the landlord gave us a job to plow a new field right over there. Damn, you gotta plow an entire field. That used to be your work. Whew. That would be fun. No way, man. No how. You see, that's swampland. From now on, I'm going to live my easiest life. For 2 months, though. She said for 2 months. So I wouldn't say life. Why don't you do that too? God. People like me and your dead father were freed from slavery 25 years ago, but life hasn't changed one damn bit. We will never live the easy life. Again, this part is going to touch a lot of people. It's going to touch a lot of people. The landlord said to do it in 1 month's time. I thought you could handle such an easy job like that. And then Poco Loco. Oh, the horse just gave him a pie. Oh, lovely. And then Poco Loco staring at the shit. Okay. Hey, I think you should loosen that harness on the horse by 1 notch. The mare is pregnant. About 4 to 5 months. Really? He can tell that. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to count clouds. So they're expecting the shit, literally. I'm going to continue counting the clouds, alright? Which one was that? 48th? Nah, I guess I'll just start all over again. Whatever. I even talked it over with the landlord to raise our plowing from $1,000 to $1,200. Just enough, huh? $1,200, you say? Looks at the newspaper. Steel ball run, 50 mil. Participation fee, $1,200 per person. A 6,000 kilometer horseback race from San Diego to New York City. Hey, old man, that pay for the new field, what did you say it was? So Gyro, he got his fee, pickpocketer. He now knows, hey, don't mess with me. He's having a mental breakdown. The sheriffs get him, lock him up, take his iron. Come on now, varmint. I'm calling the sheriff right now. That man did steal your $20. Don't worry, I can deal with that later. If you could count up the money and give me my receipt, and don't address it to sir either. And put today's date on it if you could. Nihon. So which of these 10 will I be staying until the start of the race in 2 days' time? So he gets his saddle, heads out. Hey, this ain't over, man. Turn around. You think you're so big over $20? Is that your weapon? That dirty round thing by your side you call a weapon? Well, go ahead then. Do it. Come on. You think you're a big man? Just do it and kill me, huh? Why don't you shut up and just keep walking, all right? We're going to take you to the sheriff. This man... Yo! Guys, you guys suck keeping your firearm. Man pulls out their firearm, is ready to blast. Well, you're going to be dead anyway. Gyro, chill, composed. Damn, he got my gun. Pull it from him. Yeah. Why, you little... See, if I felt like it, huh? You'd be dead right now. Totally dead. Your perception... You may be perceptive, but you are just as easy to kill than anyone else. You didn't catch me off guard, right when I took the cash from you. You listen to me, huh, bastard? I'm faster than you. Dude, you're being pinned down, and you're still talking shit. I could still whoop your ass, and they ain't gonna do... It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Don't be like that. Talking mad shit while he's being pinned down. I won't settle it like this. You humiliate me. I'm gonna stalk you. I'm gonna stalk you down. Is he gonna get a stand? I'm gonna enter this damn race too. I'm gonna stalk you and block you for the entire damn race. Stop it. Just shut up, you damn thief. I'm seriously thinking about annoying you from the bottom of my soul. He's like the first ever troll on the internet. I'm gonna keep trolling you wherever I go. I'll follow you on any subreddit. I'll follow you on any social link. I'll keep posting goddamn troll memes about you until you break. So are you done talking? Give him his gun back. Huh? What? Yeah. So he says, bring it. We're going to have a fucking old-fashioned cowboy duel. I'm not going to charge him. I'll forget all about it. Let him go. And give his gun back. Are you sure? Gun drops. Huh? And then he's going to bust out his golden balls. Not golden, I'm sorry. His emerald balls. Getting ready. Well... Make my day. Pick it up. But if you do, that'll be the sign if you're really going to be a bother to me. This is some One Piece shit. A man only draws his pistol if he's ready for the consequences of his actions. So the guy's like... The sheriffs, or the deputies, I guess, are just standing here and letting this happen and running away, I guess. Ah! Yes. Here we go. A familiar face that I know. Man in the wheelchair. Rolls on in. What is that? What is all this noise about? Damn. This is really bad. Let me through. Where's the sheriff? Get him over here quickly now. You guys, what's going on? I can't even see what's happening in front of me. Move it, damn it. You damn jerks. So we got a duel going on. We got petty theft over here on the ground. About to see if he can draw his gun off the ground. Zeppeli is ready to throw. Staring at each other. Gotta get that classic cowboy music for this. Let me through, goddammit. Over there, sheriff. No fights are allowed on this damn beach. You hear me? So he has a thunderbolt on his gun. So he's reaching for it. Yeah? You serious about this, huh? You really want to fight me? Zeppeli. Huh? It was just a joke, okay? Come on now. Ew, I was just kidding, man. Yo, it was just, we were just playing around. I'm getting scared from your face and everything, so I think I'm just going to say it's a joke, and we could just, I was a pickpocketer. Yeah. Good luck to you in the race, I mean. Hey, you two, what are you doing over here, huh? Damn! It was just a prank, huh? It was just a prank. Man still was like, he was trying to pull a fast one on him, but nah, not fast enough. Got him right in the fucking shoulder bone right here. Oh my god. And it's like indented in there. Whew. Yeah, so that arm's gone. Zeppeli, not even breaking a sweat. What? And everyone, what the heck? And then it continues to rotate in his shoulder bone and continues to crawl up his shoulder. Oh, fuck. That is nasty. Again, it spins and spins. You can see the bone. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. And then plap goes out. Not plap like that, you sick bastards. But plap, it goes out. Gyro back to his hand like Mjolnir. Back in the pocket. And then it's like twisted like a spiral. Like a Rasengan. I think it's tightening. Like it's getting tighter and tighter. No. You see, I'm not a nice guy. Let go of the gun and just go see a doctor before it's lunchtime. This guy, wow, this guy has resolve? Question mark? He still wants to throw down after his arm is like, he still wants to be like, you damn punk. But, yeah. So, I don't know what's his deal. I'm not really kind of clear on what his ability is. Maybe they'll explain it further along. I assume they will. But he has something to where, like, he's throwing his balls, his spheres, and they're, like, doing impact, and they're still spinning, like a gyroscope. Like, they constantly have spinning velocity and momentum, and I guess that momentum is then carried on to an object or a person. Because now his arm is, like, completely twisted, but it's also pointing back at him. Whew. And then he gets shot in the head. Oh, fuck it. Only a Jojo's character can do this. And then he struts off. Sheriff, what are we going to do? No. There's no problems here. Just a duel. You just said there was no fighting. There ain't no laws broken here, so let's just get on out. The duel was fair on both sides. You saw that, didn't you? What did he just do right now? He throwed some kind of steel ball, and it was in his belt holster, and that gunman's arm. Was that all just an accidental bounce back? No, it can't be. Move. I told you guys to move out of the way and let me through. Why, you... That's wrong. That's not what happened at all. The steel ball was still spinning. At a high speed, it was still spinning when it hit that guy's arm. Wait a minute. Hey, you. That steel ball you got there. Can I just see that for one moment? And then he tries to touch it. The ball is still spinning in the holster. Hey, don't touch it. It's still spinning. And then he tries to touch it, and then he's like discombobulated out of his chair. What the? This story is the tale of me starting to walk. Not in the physical sense, but in the adolescence to adult sort of way. My name is Johnny Joestar. We have our Joestar. He's here. Let's go. We're here. We have our Joestar. We have our MC. Let's see where he goes. I hope he's good. Like, again, no real idea on how he is from my prior experiences from 5 chapters. To be fair, I kind of forget most of it. hope he's good. I really do. The worst, in my opinion, that he can be is like, I know people are going to get pissed at me. The worst he can be is like Josuke and Jolene. That's the bottom. His peaks are Joseph Part 2, and for me, Giorno. That's the peak. Will he succeed those? Or will he go even further than the base? We'll find out. My name is Johnny Joestar. After meeting the man named Gyro Zeppeli, who was full of mysteries from the very beginning. So he's going to walk again, is what they're implying. Like, this is some Doctor Strange. By the eye of Agamotto, Marvel rival shit. Yeah. Wow, that was a quick chapter, too. All right, let's continue then. We'll see how far we get today. Steel Ball Run, Chapter 3, Johnny Joestar. When I look back, from what reason did I come to this beach in the first place? Did I simply want to see the beginning of the race like any other spectator? Or was it simply the nostalgia for the horses that were with me since I was young? I was drawn to the beach by something. People are drawn to beauty. It's better when it's shiny and new. And if it's running, that's the most beautiful thing of all in this world. My name is Johnny, but most people call me Joe Kid. Joe Kid Joestar. I'm going to stick to Johnny. I was 5 when I first rode my... You're not 5 in that image. There's no way you're 5. This JoJo's in your weird age thing. I was 5 years old when I first rode my horse. From the saddle, I saw the muscle below, and I thought the sound of the hooves kicking the ground beneath was the sound of beauty. I believed I knew what the horse was thinking and feeling from that moment on. My father, he saw me doing that, and his thoughts, and he thought, and he thought, my son is a horse riding genius. And I believe that too. When on horseback, I got everything I wanted. Everyone flattered me from below and brought me riches. They called me Jojo, title drop, or Joe Kid. Politicians, royalty from around the world, it didn't matter. The time I won the Kentucky Derby when I was 16 was the greatest in my life. So he was in the Kentucky Derby. Makes sense. One time I went to a millionaire's mansion. The guy's daughter and his friend started taking off their clothes without me saying anything. Damn. How old were you at that point? Good Lord. My parents aren't going to be home tonight, is what they said. What would you do? It was the best sensation. Everyone called me the rookie, and when I felt like I could race my horse faster than anyone in the world. You see, to win on horseback was a symbol of victory and power in history of mankind. To an extent. He has blue lips. I just realized that. Or no, that's him. That's him. So we have a crowd. What does that say? A wild horse? Okay. Hey, the line's wrapping around the corner and stretching over to the road there. There are so many damn people. We can't wait to get in. Not today. Let's come back some other day. What? Aww. But I want to see it. I want to see it now. Again, I said this earlier. IQ, negative. Dorothy Parker, wild horse. Come on, it's a popular play. There's a cute actress named Dorothy Parker in it. It's going to be in an area where beautiful actresses become works of art. But is it worth standing in a line like this? Why do you have to stand in line? You're Johnny Joestar. You're pretty famous. Why can't you just skip it? And then Johnny looks over. He sees, I think, like a kid and a book. Is that the spot to open? Let's say it opens. You think so? Maybe it's open. So he tries to cut the line. The kid with a magazine. He's like, what? And he looks back at the line. Excuse me. The front of the line, it starts right here. Johnny ignores him. Yeah, I see that. Oh, man's got cross eyes too. One eye's here, one eye's over there. But I've been standing in this line since last night. Oh, well, I see that. Good for you. Yo, Johnny, you were a pompous dick. Well, then, take care. The back of the line is over there. I was standing in the line through the night. Yeah? Well, shut up then. That's enough. Now listen here. I bought this spot. You want to ask someone? Ask the guy at the theater. Yeah. Hey, you. Did I buy this spot or didn't I? This guy looks like he wants to start something. Can you throw him out? Damn. He's that kind of a dick. And then he's paying them off. What? Oh. And then the guy gets kicked out. The girl, hey, how long until it starts? It's about to open. And then the guy tackles Johnny. Huh? The guy is like nervously panting. What? You again? You are one persistent bugger, aren't you? Whoo! That's right. I forgot how he became paralyzed. It's one of those like small ones where you get like 1 or 2 shots. I think that's the gun that actually killed Lincoln, if I'm not mistaken. That's the type of gun that was used to the assassination of Lincoln. So he got shot right in the back. Woo! Damn. What is that? Blood? What the hell did you do to me? And then collapse. Wakes up in a hospital bed. What? Huh? What? Hey, where? What? Oh, a guy with no arms. Oh, that's nice. A guy with a missing leg. Oh, that's even better. Nurse, why aren't you answering me? It stinks in here. It reeks. It's me, God damn it. Can't anyone hear me? I said it reeks in here. I'm soiling myself. Oh boy. God damn. Come on, someone. Hey, you. I'm calling the nurse. Come on, man. Do your job. Take care of this immediately. And then he sees that he's on an IV. His legs. Oh, I'm sorry. He's not on an IV. Nope. He's not on an IV. They're taking blood from his legs. What is that? There's something stuck to my leg. What are you doing? Some guy gets up. What the? And then beats the piss out of him with a newspaper. Whoo, fuck. Yeah, shut the hell up, Mr. Genius Jockey. You're gonna wake up the other patients. I'm gonna take a little blood from your foot, okay? Donating blood is a good time part job, you know what I'm saying? You don't mind, do you? Besides, you can't feel anything below your waist anyway. Huh? You wanna tell someone? Who? Your rich daddy? Who hasn't come to visit you once? Ooh, that's rough. What about your politicians and your royal friends? You think they give a damn about you? Nah. You're injured yourself during a race. Maybe. But a former genius jockey who became paralyzed from the waist down because he was messing around with some girl? Ain't nobody wants to see your face anymore. I mean, I feel like that's a bit of a jump, but okay. Nobody feels sorry for you. Even visiting this damn place is a burden on everyone. Your woman is probably being friendly with some other guy right now. Yo, no Diddy, man. No Diddy. Yo, with a newspaper? And then, back to real time. He rises. Oh, wait. Can the gyroscopic spin make him stand? Maybe. Yeah, maybe, because the panel looks like it's trying to emphasize that he is standing. Hydration. So, he gets up, but then he falls back down. And he stares at his legs. He's like, tapping his leg. Wait a minute. Just now. What just happened? No. But just now. It really... But they won't move. They can't move. But how did they... Could it really be? My legs. That steel ball, I touched it. And the man... What? Where did he go? Wait a second. I need you to know, what did you do to me just now? Don't give a fuck. He's leaving. 2 years have passed since that day. If that accident hadn't happened, I didn't even want to see that play. Move. You're in the way, damn it. Let me through, you slowpokes. What the hell did you just say to me? Shut it. So this man, damn, Johnny, even in the chair, is like, yo, get the hell out of my way. Choking motherfuckers out. Wait, I need to know. Tell me. What just happened to me? My legs. That have not moved a millimeter since that accident. The public told me just to give up. In their words, or in their silence, who is this man? Why on this beach? So, Zeppeli looking like... To him right now, he looks like an angel. Just like... majestic. Do you know the leading cause of death? The first is sickness carried by a mosquito. The second, getting kicked by a horse and dying. Damn. Do you plan on changing that ranking? Huh? He's like, so you either gonna die a long time from now, or my horse is gonna kick you to death. Choose. Don't get any foolish ideas. I don't know your situation, but your standing up from that chair was all a coincidence. It was just a bodily reflex, nothing more. Yeah, right, reflex my ass. That was the cause after all. That steel ball, it spun. And do you think I could do that again? Please, just one more thing. I'll even pay you. Just show me one more time, please. I'm done talking, kid. And then walks away, or gallops away. And then, the guy he choked out, like, motherfucker, did you just choke me out? Then I'll touch it again myself. That, oh my God. Yo. Hey, my God, man. Oh, yo. Hold on. Out of context, that would sound really like, oh, yeah? I'll touch it again myself. Okay, Johnny. Okay. We don't judge here. We don't judge. Okay. I might actually save that. That's actually... I probably can use that for like a meme or something. Yeah. Yeah, I'll save that. I'll save that. Here we go. JoJo's memes for part 7 begin. They begin. And so it begins. Heh. Where you think you going, punk? And then Johnny, like, rides up. Like, he's using the guy as an alley-oop. Like, this is some Tony Hawk gaming shit right now. So he's trying to touch the spheres. Zeppeli. Nope. And just by touching him? Or wait. No, I think he touched the ball. So, just by coming in contact with these spheres, just by, like, grazing them, his hands are already starting to contort. That's crazy. What? Does it have, like, a 0 radius to them? Like, the moment you touch it, it's over? Is this like a stand, I wonder? Oh, my God. So, I think Zeppeli redirects his spinning hand to now grab onto a ledge of a house and grip it. So he's forcing his muscles to... Wow, that's weird. My fingers... Why am I grabbing the rafters? Let me see. How do I read this? At least your upper body does. Wait. Before I knock you and make you feel bad, I'll compliment you. You do have very strong muscles. At least your upper body does. And I'll say this very clearly. Spinning Steel is definitely my... Is that the stand name? Spinning Steel? Spinning Steel. I don't think that's a band. I was going to say Spin to Win. But it won't make people like you walk again. Damn. So this is not some Doctor Strange shit. Okay. How could I believe that after all that happened? Come on, I'll find out. I'll figure out the truth of the spin. You can't even get on a horse. The steel ball run is about to begin anyway. I won't stay on this beach since I'll be crossing the continent, okay? So he's just forcing his muscles to hold on. Crazy. And then he's, I think, moving his body, his hand to, like, fall off. In the summer of 1890, the only thing I could say, there was a beauty that existed on that beach. A beauty within the darkness. I was drawn to something on that beach. Whether it be light, called hope. I'll get on all right. Damn it. I'll get on a horse again, and I will race. So he has a motivation, because he might learn to walk. And that's chapter 3. All right, we're speed blitzing. We might get beyond chapter 5 today. All right, I'm going to save this photo. Save. Drink. All right, chapter 4, September 25th, 18. I keep saying 19. I don't know why I want to keep saying that. 1890. 3 hours to the start. We already skipped 2 days? Looks like there are more than 30,500 participants. That's a lot. Early morning, September 25th, 1890, 7:06 a.m. The steel ball run race starts in 3 hours. San Diego, West Beach. 3,500. What? The number of participants, huh? More than 3,500 people, 7 or 8 times more than the expected number. Wow. You think all these people will have a fair shot at winning? The start, at least. That's why they picked the beach. But I predict more than half of the people will drop out within the first week. No, actually, more than 2/3, probably. The race isn't a sport, it's survival. So we have Gyro's hat, we have his spurs, his survival knife, a compass, all that stuff. Again, chapter title, 1890, 3 hours to start. Rope. He has a Oh, he's got a teddy bear. So he's one of those. Not like, aw, ooh, choo-woo, yeah, kawaii desune. No. He's a different kind of teddy bear lover. He's a Deadpool kind of teddy bear lover. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So he has his teddy bear. He has a blanket, a horse brush, a bucket for shitting, I imagine. Or, I don't know, maybe water. A saddle, a towel, socks, cup, gloves, pencils, binoculars, spoon, fork, matches, toilet paper, wire, scissors, needle and thread, tooth powder, not toothpaste, a mirror, magnifying glass. He has tape, candles, his knife, medicine, just unspecified, a watch, like a pocket watch, a compass, a map, a comic book, interesting, a canteen, and 2 cans of food. That's not a lot of food, but okay. So Zeppeli getting his rations ready. Huh. It's a little too heavy. What, toilet paper and... Nah. He's got golden teeth, but like... Is he seriously not going to take toilet paper, toothbrush, and tooth powder? Yikes. Okay. Oh. So he's thinking to himself, while he's holding both these items, a stem from like a plant brushing his teeth. His nose are dripping. He can get a leaf and clean his nose. Feces. Again, a leaf and... Yeah. I can use a leaf and plants for all that. That's tough. That's, Whew, that's tough. That's tough. That's, You're a braver man than me. You are a braver man than me, Gyro Zeppeli. So he throws away those items. He throws away his pencil. He throws away, I assume, his comic book, his pocket watch, his ink. He's thinking about the teddy bear and the scissors. I have my knife, so I don't need my scissors. Nihon. Oh, he's going to keep the teddy bear. Oh, fuck. Oh, good lord. When they pass, maybe 200-300 will be left. The Rocky Mountains, there will be less than 1/10 left. So when we get past the Rocky Mountains, that's when like a huge crowd's going to be like gone. Interesting. At least that's what these two guys are predicting. You think the winning candidates could reach New York? The chances are pretty high since they're riding with their own abilities and horses that were bred for specific stamina. He's overhearing their conversation. Hey, Johnny's wheelchair. So Johnny's trying to ride the horse. He's trying to get on the saddle, but it's not going well. Hey, look at that guy. The guy who was famous as a jockey is still going at it, huh? Man, after getting off that wheelchair all day yesterday and all through that night. Yeah, he's planning to try and enter the race as a candidate. What a joke. I feel sorry for him. That horse he's grabbing onto, I think that's a... Both of them laugh. And then he's getting thrashed around. Whoa. Hey, he's taking a beating. Zeppeli, notice. Whew, he got slammed into the goddamn wooden fence from the horse. Oh, damn, somebody gotta stop him. I don't know if he's dreaming of his former glory or whatever, but he's gonna get hurt out there. You don't know that. He'll get hurt. He's already hurt his last night. Just look at his feet. Bleeding out. Oh, fuck. He has a huge piece of wood between his calf. Oh, I mean, blessing in disguise, I guess. He can't feel his legs, so... But he's still gonna bleed out, and it could get infected, so he better do something. So Gyro notices that his leg's injured. Wow, a piece of wood went into his leg? Yeah, he doesn't feel it. Never felt the pain to begin with. If you try to stop him from getting on that horse, he threatens to set himself on fire and commit suicide. Jesus, Johnny. Okay, you are a wild one. He's insane, I tell you. And to top it all off, he was sold a a Dobin from a horse seller. It's an old, untamable horse with a twisted personality. Yeah? If you're a question person, you must understand all these references. I have no idea. If he could get on that horse again, I'm not sure he could even make it easy. But then again, let him do what he wants. Impossible glory and all. Everyone who came here is like that. So Johnny's not giving up. The horse is thrashing with his legs. Johnny's bearing it all. Hey, he's going to get trampled to death. Come on now. We got to stop it. I can't watch this anymore. Hey, don't you think so? Zeppeli. Just watching. Are you asking for my opinion? I was just looking, since he was in my sight. But if I were to say something about it, he'll never ride again. Not like that. But on the other hand, he could ride. He'd go beyond any human that we now know. That's true. Sorry to disrupt you. I like to ask you where you sign up for the race. Zeppeli? Is that Sandman? Yeah, that's Sandman. Thanks. It's my pleasure. So he drops a sandy envelope. Hey, don't get me wrong. If you need an entry fee, but it's like $12 or $120 in white man's money. It's okay. So he's saying like you probably got like $12, $120. It's $1,200. Can a guy like you even afford to pay like that? Just get on out of here. And Sandman staring him down. Confidently, too. Yo, what is his... Wait, hold on. Yo. What the hell is this, like, fucking pose? He's giving, like, some weird... He's giving some weird, oh my god. What's his name? Oh my god. From JJK. Nah, I win energy. This is giving some nah, I win energy. Fuck, I can't remember his name right now. Whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Nah, I win. He whoosh with his breath. We have an emerald or some kind of mineral inside the envelope, and it shines. What the? Sandman, if you're really that intended, you'll need it, right? Go ahead and take it. It's a keepsake from Mom and Dad. Whoa, it's covered in sand and all, but it's an emerald. It's a real emerald. Where did you find it? Are there any more, Indian? Yo, Crocodile. He's got some sand arm over here. And it gets in his eye. Oh, that's fucked. I got sand in my eye. Ah. Keep the change. Give me a participation permit now. Eat sand, pig. Okay. This is your permit number and everything. You know the starting time, right? And we'll take your horse nose print from the start. I won't need that. I will cross the continent with my feet. Good luck. We got fireworks, or like, sounding off. Morning, 9:30 a.m. 30 minutes to start. The birds. Ships are sailing. Attention all participants. Each of your numbers is also your starting grid number. For fairness, please be at your corresponding starting grid by 2 minutes to 8 a.m. During that time, 2 minutes between 9:58 and 10 a.m., any participant who did not line up or left their grid will be judged as a false starter and will be penalized, so please be careful. Interesting. So they actually have a grid pattern where everyone can start at their appropriate numbers. And now, after the race, Mascot, Mini Horse March, and the band performance. There will be an opening ceremony speech by the race director and sponsor of the Steel Ball Run himself, Mr. Stephen Steele. So we have these like mini horse. Wow, wait. Those are like super mini horses. So Stefan is, raising his hand. Yes, silence, silence. And now, hand down. Wait. What? He put the trophy in ice? This is ice. It came from a place called the South Pole, which has no nation. According to the scientist, it froze. What? Get the. Wait. It froze 3 million years ago? Wait a minute. Did he put the trophy in? I imagine, right? Right. He put the trophy in there. There's no way that trophy. I mean, it's JoJo's. We literally just had a universe reset, so. I mean, I guess. Anything's possible? There's no way. I'm just overthinking this, right? He just put the trophy in the ice. There's no way that trophy's been in there for like 3 million years. There's no way. There's literally no way. According to scientists, it froze 3 million years ago. We opened a hole into this ice and placed the championship trophy. Okay, I was about to say. Whew. Listen, there are vampires. There are aliens. There are these weird meteorites that turn into arrows and give stand abilities. Like, don't look at me like, what? Why would you think there was a trophy 3 million years old? I don't know. It's the JoJo's universe. Weird shit happens. Anyway, this will be the sacred ice of the Steel Ball Run. And our burning desires will melt said ice. Okay. This will be transported to New York via the railroad and has been calculated to melt when you reach the finish line, the symbol of fair fight and moving forward. Well, I think those comments, I guess you could say, break the ice. Yeah, good one. Good one. And everyone's like, oh, so cringe. I can't believe he actually said that. But then, of course, Gominato. So the girl, she's supportive. And now everyone, yeah, let's go. Woo! I'm ready. San Diego, New York. San Diego, New York. San Diego, New York. All right. So we have the Wyoming Cowboy, Mountain Tim. Like, yeah, let's fucking do this. The winning candidates are now, that's crazy. These fuckers are like, nah, they're the champs. We are built different. We are the special ones. The winning candidates are now entering. So Mountain Tim, Diego, Mountain Tim the Cowboy. Yeah, San Diego, New York. San Diego, New York. From the British racing world, the aristocrat Diego Brando, a.k.a. Dio. The Sharon Nomad Urmad Abdul is entering on Camelback, San Diego, New York. Woo, woo, woo. And then, right, this guy from the Far East, Dot Han from Mongolia. It's down to the final 5 minutes to start. Only 3 minutes left to enter the starting grid. Please line up in your grid numbers. Hey, look, it's the guy. He's really lost it after all. Pathetic. So Zeppeli stares. Johnny is somehow with his horse, but like the horse is like dragging him. He is somehow, some way, gotten the horse to come over here. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Okay. So, hooked to his saddle, the horse licks him. Like he earned his trust or something. And Zeppeli. Not bad, kid. Not bad. Damn it. The truth about your steel balls. Pause. I won't give up. I'll figure that out. I'm going to figure out the spin. Even if you can't catch up. Even if I can't catch up to you. Even after the race ends. I will someday. Zeppeli. Fuck. Choosing that horse was the correct option. You see, all the horses have experience. In this kind of a race, they don't charge into dangerous territories on impulse and sprain their legs. Unlike the young ones, who are all about sheer power. You see, since I'm interested in you, I'm going to give you that hint. So, he's telling them experience matters. The old boy is going to help him. You already found the answer. If you have the will to get on the horse, why don't you? What? Nihon. Now we are down to the final 2 minutes to start. Over 3,652 competitors are in total. Each horse is entering the grid lock. We can't see the end of the line now, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So yeah, it's just one massive line on the beach. All are lined up. What an overwhelming scene. It's like a whole city has come out to gather. This will move all the horizontal direction and beyond the westerlies. The event of the century is just about to begin. So Johnny Zeppeli stares off. Again, lick me. Lick my face, my horse, my steed. Spin. And he spins. Well, the horse like picks him up, and as he lifts him up with his neck, he kind of does this weird leg movement. But I think he's finding a way to get on. He's finding a way to get on the horse. The spin. All hope. It's all in the spin. Spin to win. I want to know more. I'm more about the steel balls. He goes, latches on. The steel ball run shall begin. End the chapter. All right, what time are we at? Almost 3? Okay. Let's get through chapter 5. Let's get through chapter 5 and see where we're at. Hydrate. Ladies and gentlemen, from your respective fields, if you please, would you like to follow the race by writing in this journalist and judge? Is that the train over there? Yes, we have provided services such as tea, wine, and dining in the fellow coaches. Oh, here are some binoculars, free of charge. Please enjoy. So, we have the commentators, the guests, they're all going to go on the train. The girl is looking at the clock. It's about to begin. Chapter 5, first stage, 15,000 meters. No, thank you. All right. And thus, the fireworks are up. The starting signal has begun. 10 a.m. September 25th, 1890. The Trans-North American Steel Ball Run has officially begun. First stage, 15,000 meters. And from the beach, we see a whole horse race begin. And we have balloons. Wait. That's actually a good point. Do balloons count? Do zeppelins? I would say no. But then again, he's allowing any machines, so. But does that count as a machine? Would that count as a machine? Maybe. The starting grid stretches over 4 kilometers, slowly as if the waves of the Pacific Ocean crawled onto the land and all are running at once. Fellow journalist, I will now describe the development of the race and the routes. You see, between 6,000 kilometers from San Diego to New York and the Atlantic Ocean, there are checkpoints in 9 places, including New York as shown on the map. So there are 9 checkpoints, huh? So, okay. From San Diego, there's a checkpoint. Then out of San Diego, going into Arizona, into Colorado area, there's a checkpoint. From there, we're going to go, I think, into, I think it's Wyoming, maybe? I forget. Yo, I'm showing my uneducatedness. There's a checkpoint there. Then there's another checkpoint getting closer into the Midwestern area. Then there's a smaller checkpoint distance. And then they go straight up into the north part of the continent, into the Great Lakes area. And then there is a checkpoint in Michigan. And then they're going to go to across the water into Wisconsin. And then through that way, they're going to go through Ohio, PA, maybe Virginia, too. Maybe a little bit of Virginia. And into New York. These checkpoints are to identify race, ranking, and run time, to check for illegal activities such as changing horses. Okay? In each race up to their respective checkpoint will be called a stage. First stage is 15,000 meters. So from the San Diego area to like a castle or like a home of some kind. 9 stages in total. The first stage that has just begun is a sprint race that will end at a Catholic church, 15,000 meters ahead. We will also decide the champion of each stage and present them with a prize. To the stage champion will go $10,000 and a 1-hour time start. Woo, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. A time bonus. That means, yes, indeed. It will be a very useful in the last half of the race. Oh, shit. So, wait a minute. Wait. Let me get this straight. If, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say you get to the 6th checkpoint. You haven't used any of your allotted time, but you constantly came in first. Could you, cash it all at once? Get a 6-hour head start? Yo, that'd be crazy. Maybe. That means, correct, it will be very useful in the last half of the race. That means, for instance, that if you have a bonus time and pass the goal in New York in 2nd place, but you are less than 1 hour behind 1st place, then oh, shit. Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, of course, Jojo's got to complicate the rules. That means, for instance, if you have a bonus time and pass the goal in New York City, but you are in 2nd place, because you have that extra time by 1 hour, but you didn't use it, you're the winner. Oh, shit. Okay, that changes this up. So then you have to be careful. You have to be aware of each competitor who wins first. You have to be. You have to be. In other words, your total time is decreased by an hour, but this time bonus, everyone will be drooling over it. But the race goes for over 2 months with only one horse, going hard on the horse right from the start and charging into the harsh front into, I guess I was supposed to say front line, but they didn't have the T. The front line would be something like to be over with. Okay, interesting. Hold on, I just got a text. All right. All right, that's an interesting little play right there. Okay. So again, kind of like what Zeppeli said, it's good to have an experienced horse versus a young new horse. You could easily break your horse right away. Oh, while we are listening to the commentary, one horse has jumped ahead above all the rest. Let me guess, Dio Brando? So everyone's watching. They're like, whoa, who is this guy? Who is that? We're checking in on the saddle cloth. He's fast. He's very fast. He's speeding up at an incredible rate. Unbelievable speeds. It's truly incredible. In the first stage is quickly turning into something of an unexpected event. He's not slowing down at all. What number is on that saddle? Saddle cloth number reads B636. Identification number B36. That goes to Zeppeli. Oh, Zeppeli. Oh, okay. So Zeppeli's going hard. He's going hard in the first race, really. So let's see. Record as Zeppeli, Gyro Zeppeli. Incredible racing talent from number B636. He has left the group behind in the dust. Racing solo, he's trying to make a clean getaway for the full 15,000 meters. All right. And he is still speeding up. Who is he? I don't know. There's no record of him. He could be a cowboy or a miner or something. All right, but Johnny is trying to keep up, man. He's planning to charge head, huh? Gyro Zeppeli. The horse he's riding on here is a stock horse. I heard that they have Australian roots. Really? Australian? And have amazing stamina. Is he relying on that stamina here? But it's 15,000 meters. He's definitely tired out in the latter half. And there's a race tomorrow, too. Going for it after 13,000 would be reasonable. But racing at that speed, is he really thinking about crossing the continent like this? No. He said he'll win the race to cross the continent and become champion. Hey, I think that's the guy that he choked out earlier. It leaned. The other horses are becoming agitated because he jumped out of the group. Oh, really? But reposition yourself. Oh, horses colliding. Oh no, a collision has occurred. They're running into each other and it's looking pretty bad. Still, body charging is not against the... Oh, so you can deliberately charge into someone. That's not against the rules. Cowboys control herds of cattle by dodging charges. Dodging charges is a must in this competitive race. And now there is a challenger against Gyro Zeppeli. Another one has jumped ahead of the pack. He's chasing and closing the gap. Of course. Diego. A.K.A. Dio. Diego Brando, the prince of the British horsing world, plans to challenge, as he is saying short distance racing by his territory. No, wait. There's already someone closing in from behind on his left. And then Zeppeli looks back. Johnny, shocked. Zeppeli is in his range. He is already closing in. Oh, Abdul! Let's go! That's my boy. That's my boy. The large mass is the champion candidate, Ermid Abdul Camelback. He charged. Oh, is he trying to knock him over too? Oh no, his horse. I think his horse tripped. The camels run. It looks like it's in slow motion, but its legs are twice the length of a horse. And its stride, it can accelerate even enough to compete with the speed of a horse. I do hear camels can be fast. And its weight surpasses 800 kilograms. That's 1.5 times heavier than a horse. He's planning to go for the goal by crushing anyone that gets near him. Damn. He's a fucking bulldozer. And there is another hit. Yo, Zeppeli, think, man. Gyro is losing speed. Diego Brando is taking advantage of this slack and is going forward. Oh. Time to take out the fucking spheres. Spin to win, baby. Spin to win. I think he's like balancing on one of his fingers like a gyroscope. And then he launches that into the distance. He's going into the Strove. No, he'll get caught in between the trees. What is he thinking? Is he going to like blow the trees away? So the camel tries to throw... So the camel is trying to push him into the tree. Gyro. I think his leg is caught on the horse. Gyro is now leaning. If anyone is getting the time bonus, it's me, Avudul. I'm sorry to say. The final blow. The deadly camels run. The deadliest desert nomad, Ermid Abdul. Oh yeah? Abdul? He's closing in again. He can't hold off anymore. He struck down Gyro Zeppeli. Nah, don't count my boy out. Don't count him out. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I wonder, because the camel is running into this side of the horse. He has another sphere. Is the camel hitting the sphere? Oh, maybe. No. He lunged. It's cactus. Abdul lunged into cactus cluster. Oh, that's gotta suck. Whew, that's gotta suck for the camel. And then Johnny, surprised. Dio, unmoved. Zeppeli, smug. Did he not see it because they were blocked by a grove? The camel charged into a pile of cactuses. And he collapsed. It's a fall. A fall. He has fallen. Ermid Abdul is down? Yo, get back up. Get back up. Come on, man. This is not my Abdul. Not my Abdul. Gyro is safe and is unhurt. Gyro is not charged into the cactus. And then the spinning ball that he launched earlier is in like a rock. It's still spinning. Oh, he launched the ball into a rock. And from that, dust was swelling. Oh. Yeah, he's blocking the cactus because of dust. And then the ball comes... How does the ball come back to him? Like, again, like it tracks him. Interesting. He's eliminated. So wait, if you fall off your horse, it's over? That's crazy. What a start. The first stage. They haven't even run 1,000 meters, and what a flurry of events. Ermid Abdul, he's not moving. He has officially been eliminated. A champion candidate has already been eliminated from the race. Unbelievable. What just happened? What the hell just happened? The steel ball. Was it because of that? The spitting steel. The cactus image shown in the dust of the rocks. It was an image. What? The vibration caused by the spin. Was he using the shockwaves to find the position of the... What? I thought it was like he was making a smoke cloud. Whoa. He's using the shockwaves to find the position of the cactus without being able to see it. What the fuck? How do you... What? He used the waves from the rotation to search behind the rocks, like how you knocked on a watermelon observing the insides. He lured Abdul in. So the cactus was over here. He saw that there was a rock there. Well, no, he didn't know there was cactus here, but like in this scenario, there was a rock. He threw his thing over there, kicking up dust, and the dust, in a way, mirrored what was behind the rock, and there was a cactus, I guess is what they're saying. Huh. That's pretty creative. He lured Avdol into the cactus pitch. Whatever I can get, I'll take, except for diseases, but especially a time bonus. No. Okay, and that's chapter 5. All right, I think I'll stop here for the day. So, let me do this. All right. So normally, we would have a chat right here. I have to figure out why my chat feature is not working. Hopefully next time, it will be working. We'll see. But I think I'm going to call it for here. We got 5 chapters in. So this is where I left off. You know, it's good. But every time when I did this by myself, I just felt like, yeah, okay. It's pretty interesting. Like, I want to know, I guess, what's going on with, what did he call it? Gyro Zeppeli's spinning move. It was like 2 chapters ago. It was... Let me see if I can find it. He called it somewhere. Yeah, here we go. His spinning steel. That's what this ability is called so far. So far, it's called his spinning steel, which is interesting. It's very interesting. Spinning steel. I don't know if that's his stand ability or if Araki's going to do like something completely different. But it's interesting. I like how it kind of works so far. And then Johnny is Johnny. He has an interesting story. He has a clear motive to get into this. Again, my prediction for this entire race is that the main villain of this part is orchestrating this race. For what purpose? No idea. But yeah, okay. So we have officially begun our JoJo's journey. We will be back. I'll try and get a schedule up, like an actual consistent schedule here on out. But yeah, so I think Monday I'll try and see what kind of gaming content we can start. It's going to be a visual novel. I'll say that. And then let's say next week we'll pick this up and do some more JoJo's readings. And yeah, we'll get as far as we can. And then maybe next week as well. Not today. Well, I think actually after this we might have breaks for a couple chapters. So depending on what we have next week, I'll see what other kind of content we can maybe do. But I think this was a good first start. This was a good first start. Again, I will try and fix the chat feature so we have that up so I can actually see what's going on. But this wasn't bad. This was not bad at all. I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry that I kept a lot of you guys waiting. But we're back. And hopefully, better than ever, we're going to have a lot more content. A lot more visuals, as you can see. It will be a lot more interactive with this chat feature in the future. So I appreciate anyone that was waiting. You know, we're not going to be doing video content. We're just going to primarily focus on streaming because it's a lot easier with my current setup and also just my current schedule in real life that I know I just can't take the time to video edit. And honestly, I like streaming. It's a lot easier, a lot more just kind of quick up and going than it is for video editing. But who knows? Maybe in the future. All right. Well, good stream. Good first stream back. I like to think so. Thank you all for joining me here. I hope you all had a good time. And note that this is only the beginning. We will be going further and further with each new stream, hopefully. And I want this to be a community that can really enjoy each other and just come here just to hang out. This is going to be, a nice time for this channel. So, yeah. Don't have any real outro, words. Just saying, hope you will come back next time and have a nice day. And then until next JoJo's part, I will see you all later. Bye-bye.